Real quick before the video starts, guys, I remixed a Jak And Daxter song that I think you may enjoy. It's on my other YouTube channel. There's a link at the top of the description to go check it out. You might enjoy it. I've been posting a lot of stuff there lately. I'm making a full electric guitar cover of the entire Jak And Daxter soundtrack. It's going to take a while, but I'm working on it. So you might enjoy it. Go check it out. Time for the video to start. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? So this is kind of like my Income Prop 2 review, so to say, of Jak And Daxter on the PlayStation 4. Now, first I want to address this, not a remaster. A lot of you told me that, but I was going off of what Naughty Dog had originally said, and what all these commercials and stuff said. But then it turns out, hey, they all were wrong. It's just a PS2 to PlayStation 4 port, like everybody said. So I do apologize for that. But I'm not gonna also sit here and sugarcoat it and make it seem like this is the grandest PlayStation 4 port of all time, because it really isn't. It might actually be the worst PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 4 port of all time. You know, last week I was telling you all about how if you are going into this game with high expectations, that you're gonna get let down after we've gotten used to PCSX2 and the remasters on PlayStation 3. So the game came out, right? And I decided, so hey, let's play it, right? So I started playing it, and within 20 minutes, boom, the game crashed for the first time. And I started saying, okay, maybe it's just the PlayStation. So I started playing it again. I was playing it some more. There was a couple instances where the frames would drop. I got to the part where you catch the fish to the fisherman, right? Well, game crashes again. It's like, okay, I guess it's just a thing with this game. It's just early release, or not early release, but it's in the early parts of its lifespan on PlayStation 4. This is gonna happen. So I continue playing it, and before, releasing this video, I went back and played some more of it to see if they may have worked out the crash. And no, boom, crash happened again. Now, I will get to the pros at the end of this video. I just want to begin on the cons so we can end on a good note. But anyways, not only that, but this game is not optimized for TVs, like modern day TVs. I have a 55-inch 4K Ultra HD television, and I tried to play it on there. Well, I mean, that's the only way I was going to play it anyways, but it didn't look good. It looked stretched. It looked like the game wasn't even up-rendered to 1080p. It looks like the game was in its native PlayStation 2 style, which I actually think it is. So I can't fault them for that on a PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 4 port. But they could have at least tried to upscale it a little bit so that it would have looked nice when I go to play it. I don't want to have to be sitting here with my eyes scrunched. If I wanted to play my eyes scrunched, I would have hooked up my PlayStation 2 to the TV, which would have looked equally as bad, because PlayStation 2 just doesn't look good on the new TVs. Okay, now there is a few more bad stuff about this game that I'm going to say before we get into the pros. One of these cons are the fact that it's $15. Now, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's going to be $60 for all 4 games, which is a steal since the games were about $40 when they first came out. But why couldn't they just release them all together in a bundle like they did with the remasters on PlayStation 3? Like, this makes no sense. And not only that, the remasters on the PlayStation 3 were $20 for 3 games. So I could have understand if they had put this $30 for the 4 games, because no one's going to release a game for $25. So they should have made it $30 for a physical release. And if they weren't going to do a physical release, then they should have just had it where you purchase the remasters from the PlayStation 3 version, and then they just ported that to PlayStation 4, and then added, Jak X. And now, they didn't do that. So the game, it looks horrible, absolutely horrible. And now, let's get to the pros. The pros is, it's Jak And Daxter. And also, the pros are that the speedrunning elements are actually, a lot better than they were on PlayStation 3, and maybe even a little bit better than they were on PlayStation 2. There was a speedrunner, don't remember who, I saw the retweet, sorry I can't remember his name, but he was talking about how that speedruns on Jak on PlayStation 4 might be viable. It might actually work. It might actually be the new platform for speedrunning Jak and Daxter, because things are smoother and things load faster, and there's a little bit new glitches here and there to make it a little bit faster to speedrun. So that is a good thing. I know speedrunning doesn't really matter to most people, but speedrunning matters to me. I enjoy watching a good speedrun. I look forward to GDQ every year to see the speedruns of the games. I look forward to seeing the annual speedrun championships, whether it's Jak and Daxter, Ninja Gaiden, or any other random game. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching speedruns. It's just something I've came to love. But now that they know that this might actually end up being a better speedrunning, then who knows, Next week might come, and the world record for Jak and Daxter might have already dropped even lower than it is now. I believe the world record now is like 21 minutes and 46 seconds. I might be wrong, but I think that's the world record. And now, another pro about the game is it's running on the PlayStation 4 emulated. Although it may not be the perfect emulation, there's still nothing you have to do to emulate it, such as on PCSX2, you have to go through all the settings and all this other weird and round stuff, and you have to work around it to make it work. Although that does, you can make it go into 4K by doing that, it still plays easier and better on PlayStation 4 because you don't have to go through all that stuff. And another pro with this game is that with it being on PlayStation 4, it's opening the world to a bigger audience for Jak and Daxter. I mean, since this game came out, Jak and Daxter has been blowing up in the news again. If you go through Twitter, search Jak and Daxter, the porn star girls are already doing Jak and Daxter cosplay, like Rule 34 type of cosplay. So this is breaking Jak brought back in the limelight. And another thing that I enjoyed about it is they kept the same trophies from PlayStation 3, so that's still something we can do. We can still grind it out and do everything all over again. Another thing that I like about this PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 4 port is the fact that it's bringing a whole new community to Jak and Daxter. Kind of like what I said a couple minutes ago, but with them bringing a whole new community, that means there's going to be more people coming to watch the Jak and Daxter videos. That means there's going to be more people to make friends with in the Jak and Daxter community. I mean, we might wake up tomorrow and all the Jak and Daxter channels might have doubled in subscribers. We might be gaining crazy. I can't guarantee it, but I have gained about 40 subscribers in the last 3 days, so who knows, man? That might be because of Jak and Daxter. It might not. It's all in the eyes. I don't know. I can't tell why people are subscribing to me. But another thing that I really, really liked about this is where I've been used to playing the Jak games on PCSX2. I'm having to sit at my computer chair. It's hard. It gets uncomfortable after about 6 hours. I can now just sit back on my couch, lay back on my bed, and play this beautiful game known as Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So that has to be the top pro for me for this game. So where would I rate this game out 1 through 5? I'm going to give it a solid 3 stars. And the reason I'm giving it 3 stars is because it was not very well optimized. But the gameplay is fluent, it plays great, it sounds great. It doesn't look so great, and it drops frames and crashes. So that's why I'm giving it a 3 star. If they change it in the future, then I will be giving them more stars. But until then, it's going to be 3 stars. Do I think you should buy it? Well, that's up to you to decide. Would you rather play the PlayStation 2 game looking exactly like a PlayStation 2 game on the PlayStation 4? Then yes, you can do that. But personally, if I was somebody who had never played the Jak and Daxter games before and saw this and was thinking about playing it, I would do some research and look up the PCSX2 and the minimum PC you would need to run PCSX2. Just because if you are a console gamer, you may more than likely do not have PC that can run PCSX2, but you never know. And I would look into that and see what would be more valuable to me. Playing the game how it was recommended and how it was built to be played via PlayStation 4, or playing it in 4K, 60 frames a second, something that the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro cannot achieve. So I would take those options and do whichever, would be best for you. Personally, I would go with the PlayStation 4 Pro version, or the PlayStation 4 version, since I've already played the PCSX2, and I've been a Jak fan for probably 16 years now. God, that's a long time. But, no, actually, probably 15 or 16, yeah. So, 3 stars out of 5. Do I recommend you playing it? Absolutely. Do I recommend you playing it on PlayStation 4? That's up to you. But, this is going to open the door for so many great things. We don't know where the future might hold for this game. We don't know if they're going to end up making a new remaster. Who knows, man? It all is in the eyes of Naughty Dog. The tides of March might come around, and that might end up bringing Naughty Dog to say, hey, we're making the game. But if not, that's okay. Anyways, my name's CRUZANDO. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the PlayStation 4 port. A lot of you have already been telling me that you do not like it, that you hate how it runs, and that you hate a lot of stuff about it, but you also have said you've already platinumed it. So you gotta pick one of the two, homie. You gotta pick one of the two. But anyways, like this video, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button if you're not already. My name is CRUZANDO. Try not to die, and I will see you in the next video.